Hi everyone, this is Isabel the Shabby Hippie. I hope you're all doing well. Thank you for coming back and welcome to all of my new subscribers. Uh, Welcome back to my older ones. Thank you for being here. Welcome to back to our hashtag 12 Days of Christmas Crafting collaboration between Denise and myself. Um, I hope you're liking the content so far. I know, at least on my end, it the first project did drag out for 3 days. Friday is going to be the third day of my first project, and it should go smoothly. Okay, we have a visitor here. Um, Yuki, honey, mommy's filming. Mommy's filming. This is my baby who wants to say hi, right? Look up at the, look, Yuki. Yuki, look. Look up at the camera, baby, look. Yeah. Okay, now. All right, we gotta get you down. I love you, okay? Sorry about that, guys. um, all right, so anyway, today I'm here with a brand new project, and I hope you all like it. And it's not only a one of the um, collaboration projects, but it's also going to be a design team project for Junk Journal Craft Lena, who I designed for, and that's why this is here. And I do want to show you before I get started some of the lovely papers that I'll be working with. Okay, I had printed more, but I used them in the project. But this is her Christmas cards ephemera vintage collection, and are these not gorgeous? Okay, these are absolutely gorgeous. I will link her down in the description area, as well as Denise Abate Smith, who is the other collaborator in this series, or in this collaboration. Okay, so we're going to be making a okay, let me see how I call it. It's an Easel Boxed Card Set. Okay, so hopefully you'll stick around and watch it, and I hope that I can get it finished all in one day. This is the background sheet that Lena has in this kit, and you're going to see how I use it. And there are more images. There are 4 different other images, with 2 with Christmas trees, this being one of them, and 2 with Santa Claus. Okay, so you will get to see them all. And the reason I wrote these measurements here was because I needed to know how big these images are to make the base for the cards and the base for the box. Okay, so now here's what we're doing. We need a box. Yes, we do. Okay, so I already cut it out, but I have the measurements for you. So the bottom part of the box, you need a piece of cardstock. Now this one is 110-pound cardstock, okay, which is 6 inches by 7.5. So 6 by 7.5, and you're going to score at 1 inch on all sides. All right. After you score on that 1 inch, you're just going to come in and cut these little slits here. Okay, let me see if I think you can see it there. You're going to cut these slits here, and just cut at an angle here so it will fit better once you're forming your box. Okay, so that's it for the bottom part of the box, and I am going to go ahead and glue it together right now. Okay, so I hope you're all doing well, and just keep in mind that these projects that we have for you are so that you can create them easily at home, a lot of the time with no other tools necessary. Yuki, no. Sorry, that's my cat again. He wants to be the star of the show today. Okay, so you may, for this one, you're gonna, for the envelopes, if you make them yourselves, I suggest you have either an envelope template, or if you have the what do you call that, envelope punch board. I have the one that's called the 123 board, which I will be showing you in a minute as soon as I get this together here. Okay, so it is very convenient to have that. I really like that tool. It's one of my favorite tools because I don't have to figure out too much for making envelopes. I've never used it for a box, but you can make boxes with them, and you can make other projects. I know that other people use it for other projects, even bows and things like that. So here we go. And so our box is pretty much formed, at least the bottom of it, as you can see. Okay, here it is. And okay, if you have any questions, feel free to ask me in the description box. Okay, now we're going to do the lid, which is done the exact same way, only the measurements are slightly different. Okay, so before I go on, let me just let you know that I matted the lid first, so that to help me speed up the process a little bit. So the mat for this lid is 4 inches by 5 7/16. Okay, so for those of you that don't know how to count 16ths of an inch, it's basically each and every little line on the on your ruler. Okay, so that's 1/16, 2/16, 3/16, 4/16, and you keep going until you get to 15/16 on each inch. All right. Okay, so that's that. And let me just put this up here somewhere. Now, what you're gonna do on this one is you need the box lid, or the cardstock for the box lid is 5 1/16 by 6 9/16. And again, like I just showed you. So basically, the 1/16 is the line right after. Wish this wouldn't get blurry, but it's the line right after your inch. So 6 1/16, 7 1/16. See, it's the line right after. So this one's going to be 5 1/16 by 6 9/16. Then instead of scoring at 1 inch, you're going to score at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so that's what we're going to do there. And I'm going to grab my handy dandy what do you call this thing? Scoring tool. Here I go again, forgetting my words. You know, it's normal. And we're going to score. I hope that I can finish this box for you. And in this video, not the box is almost finished, but the whole project. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and we're going to cut in. I like to cut into the score on the other side of the score. So basically there. And I might have cut in a little too far. And then just, oops. And then just do that. Okay? And then the same thing on this side. Sorry. I can't see very well here because the light is hitting me. Okay? And then here on this side of the score. And again, these don't have to be precise, these little slivers, because that does go inside the box, and it's just really to help you align the sides better. Okay, so there. And now all we're going to do is glue these little tabs together. Okay, so you're just going to fold them in, and oops, it would help if this did not have the pin in. Alright, and you're going to fold the shorter side into the long side, or the side of the box, okay? And I hope you can see this. Alright, and I just hold it there briefly because I really don't want to, I don't want it to come apart, especially because I know I don't have time to keep repeating this process. So here, okay, just try to make sure that it's even, it's flush with the other side. That's all you really need to worry about there. Okay, so let me just bring these both in. And actually, let me see if I could do both sides at the same time. I'm not sure if I can, but we will try. Okay, yes we will. There. Okay, so our box is already formed. See how easy that was? And then this is what you get. There we go. See? Nice. Okay, now what we need to do is put the pin in the glue. That's what we need to do. Okay. Now what we need to do is we are going to form the easel part of the box. And I really should have done this before I even formed the box. But you know, that's what happens when you're on video and you just, and I've never done this. This is just something I kind of came up with. It took me a couple tries to come up with the right measurements, but I haven't actually formed one yet. I've done the boxes, just not the easel with the box. So for the easel base, you're gonna need a piece of cardstock, and I used the this one, I believe. I think this one was 90 pounds, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 3 3/4 by 10 1/2 inches. You're going to score at 2 1/8 and at 5 1/4. Okay, so let me grab my handy dandy, which I thought I had here. You see, it always happens. I always forget something, but thank God it's very nearby. Okay, so you're going to score on the 10 1/4 inch side. You're going to score at 2 1/8 and at 5 1/4. All right, right there. And then all you need to do is fold these back, okay, like so. Okay, and then all you need to do now is, okay, this is going to be the inside of your easel. Okay, so when you have this up here, it's gonna look like this. So whenever you mat your easel, you know, the mat goes on the reverse side of the scores. I'm not sure if I'm making myself clear, but I guess you can kind of see it there. All right, so you don't put a mat in here on this side, because this is going to just get glued to here. So before we glue this here, I'm going to go ahead and add this only to this part here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, hang on here, I should have, let's see here, there's about roughly about 1/4 inch left to the sides, and so I'm just going to add glue to that area. All right. Sorry, my hands are kind of shaky here, just because, you know, as usual, I'm trying to hurry up. There we go. All right, so again, you're going to have the mat inside, and you're only going to glue the bottom part of the card to the easel. Hold on, because, by the way, I did distress all of these cards. They're so beautiful, I really didn't need to do anything. But of course, you can always fancy up any project by adding more layers of paper and decorations. But these are meant to be quick projects. You know, when you have something that you need to do for someone and you just don't, you can't run out to the store, or you don't have enough money, and these things really do turn out really pretty. Okay, so the mat for the inside of this card base is 3¼ inches wide by 5 inches long. All right, so look at here, we have our box, we have the easel. So all we need to do now is, let me show you that, because I don't think I did. Okay, so when this is down, that's what it looks like. When it's up, you get a little slant there. Okay, now all you need to do is glue this to the top of the box now. And once this is done, and the people use the cards that are inside, they can refill it with other cards. They can use it as a little jewelry stand, or just like a little keepsake stand for just little things, trinkets and things. Okay, so it's actually a nice little gift, I feel. And I don't know, I just kind of think that people would like this. Now I know that, bring it up a little bit, there we go, that I added the card all the way to the bottom because it gives it more stability when it's standing. Okay, so I didn't leave, you know, like that little border like I left there, and like I always leave, because once this is standing, it's all good. Okay, so now what I did was I grabbed some blingies, gemstones. I'm not sure which one I want to use. I think I really want to go with the green. Yeah, it looks better. So all you need to do is determine how far you want this to go up. Okay, how far? So this far, that far, that far. So and you can also write your sentiment here before you do, well, maybe not right here, but back here, if you want to write a sentiment, which is not necessary, but you know, it might help, especially if you're giving this away. So let me just add maybe just a few of these. I don't know, I'm not counting. And then I'm going to go in maybe, let's see here. Yeah, like right where this snowflake ends here. This is such pretty paper, and I'm just eyeballing this again because I don't have time. And this is going to be the stopper for the easel. Of course, this should have been, this should be very well burnished so it will stay down. Okay, yeah, I guess I didn't burnish it enough. And then once you, or maybe I put the thingy, the blingies into, I don't know why it's not staying. Hold on here. Aha, I know why. Let's see if I'm right now. Yes, that's what I was burnishing the middle part, but not the back side. Okay, so this is what this looks like. That's your easel and your card. Now all you need to do is you need to make cards and envelopes, right? So the base for your card is going to be 5 1/8 by 7½ inches long. Okay, 5 1/8 by 7½ inches. And this could be any weight of paper. Could be 65 pound, 110, 80, 90, whatever you have. Now what I like to do is I like to either you can score it at 3 3/4, or you can just go in and fold it in half, which is what I like to do, because for some reason I find that every time I score it, there's just like a 1/16 of an inch off. Okay, so this is what I do. And there you go. You have your card base. All right, and then always burnish. Burnish, burnish. Then you're going to have your beautiful image. Look at these images. Oh my goodness. Okay, and I should have put double-sided tape on it, but it's okay. We're going to go lightly with this because this glue doesn't need, you don't need to go heavy with this glue, okay? And you're just going to apply this to the top of your base there. All right, and again, I did distress all of the images all around these images, and it just makes it pop a little bit more, I feel. Or you can mat them again if you want to spend more time and more money, of course, because you do have to, for the mats, you have to, you know, cut up more paper. So here we go. Now that's that. Hold on, we're coming here, we're coming. Now I want to show you all the cards. Okay, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Are these not gorgeous? Now tell me, wouldn't you guys love to receive something like this? I know I would. Okay, now all we need to do are the envelopes, which I use the background paper for. And all you need to do is, for this you do need, like I said, either a template or an envelope maker of some sort. I used my 123 punch board, which is basically the same as an envelope punch board. It just has, you know, more ways to work with though. So I cut this at 7 1/8 inch square. And for those of you that do have this, once you have your square, once you have your square, you're going to go ahead and position your paper at 3 1/16 of an inch, okay? And then you punch, and then you score all the way down. I'm not doing it because it's already been done, and I don't want to do double scoring on here. Then you bring it around, put your score line right here, right where this is. You make sure that you put your score line in there, and you punch again, and you do this again, and then you just repeat that process. Okay, if anybody has any questions, make sure you ask. I could do a better tutorial with this at a different date, you know, if you need me to. Once the envelope is cut out, I just like to go in and fold the edges first, okay? And then it doesn't matter which end goes up or down, it really doesn't matter. I do though like to make sure that I test my my card before I make sure I glue it, only because sometimes if your score is a little off, it could be a little too tight, okay? So all you have to do here is this, okay? Here, I think I went up a little too far with this one, and then here, let's see here. Sorry, I think I'm covering myself here with, there we go. All right, so right there, and then this project is done. So as you can see, it's super easy, okay? There it goes, beautiful. So let me just box them so you can see how pretty this all looks together, okay? I would put the envelopes inside the box first, and then I would put the cards in. So you have just enough space and you still have a little bit of space to wiggle around. You cover it. You can wrap this nicely with no problem, and when the person gets it, they'll be able to stand it up. Okay, and then of course you can embellish it way more, and you can even put something more to make sure that it does stop better. You know, but once it gets used to being there, it will stay. All right, it'll stay. I hope you all like this. I don't know what to say. Make sure to please stop by Lena's channel and store, and please make sure that you stop by Denise's channel tomorrow. Yesterday she made a cute little trinket box, really super pretty, that you can make with no tools other than scissors and maybe a scoring tool, and that's it, and of course a ruler. So go by her channel. If you didn't go yesterday, watch yesterday's, then go in tomorrow, and then I'll see you back here on Friday. Today's Wednesday, I believe. Yeah, so Friday I will have yet a new project for you. Yay, I did it. I made it through the whole thing. I really hope you guys liked this. Let me know if you did. Let me know if you have any questions. And again, this can be further embellished, and I feel that if I even move these, let's see here, without breaking the paper or anything, I think I broke it, then it might even stand better, but not necessarily. I'm just going to try and see what happens here. Yeah, it just has to do a lot with, you know, you have to keep going back and burnishing. Just, there we go. See? I hope you guys can see this okay, because it really is such a pretty project. And you can make this any color. Just, yeah, you can, like I said, further embellish. I might go in and add some more gems. I'm not sure yet, but I really, really, really like this. Okay? I hope you guys do too. Thank you all for joining me. I love you all. God bless you. Don't forget to go visit Denise and visit Lena, and I will see you all on Friday. All right? Love you all. Thank you for being here. Bye-bye.